Hello dear lovely soul, welcome to my channel. This is Soleil Rising and I'm freaking excited to make this video because I promised it for a long time, and actually this is very important video because we're gonna talk about Saturn in Pisces. It's very important for me because first of all, Saturn is my planet as a Capricorn. Second of all, it's moving into Pisces where my Saturn is at. So there is going to be so much happening in this next 3 years that I want to share with you. But as you know me, if you know the way that I make this forecasts and predictions is mostly based on more positive sides, or if it's some kind of negative aspect, I try to not talk about the negative side of it, but I'm trying to help people to understand how to work with the transit to get more smoothly out of it. And that is why, like, you I'm smiling right now because maybe it's hysterical sometimes. Some of my friends call me delusional because I try to be super optimistic because I know what's gonna happen. Saturn is moving to Pisces and it's gonna affect different people differently, and in this video we will talk about it. But trust me, Saturn affects everyone. It's very strong, very strong and very helpful and useful planet. So in this video, first I will talk about what's Saturn and what is Pisces and what are they doing together in a duo, in very different duo, two different characteristics combined. It's gonna be interesting. Then I'm gonna talk about who will be the most influenced by it, because I think those people have to watch it first, especially people who are born from 1994 until 1996 and more. And then we will go over by each sign and talk about it. And I also want to let you know that if you want to support my channel and support me, I just want to give you like a little intro of me. So I am a part-time astrology YouTuber. I am a full-time master's student studying something interesting, and I have also my own startup where I spend part of that part-time, and I need so much coffee. So the best way you can support me is of course like ordering a consultation with me, because I really want to use my skills to help people, and which is also of course going to financially help me to pay for this rent. But you know, if you don't want to have a consultation, I love coffee, and I found a way for you to get me a coffee. I love coffee. That my startup is based on coffee products for skincare. If you want to support that, the links are down below. Please buy me a coffee, okay? I know sometimes I can be too much, but I really love coffee, okay? Another thing I want to mention, for this video, this is not a monthly prediction. For this video, you have to watch not only your sun sign, super important to watch your sun sign, you have to watch your moon sign. You have to watch your moon sign for this one. And of course, you want to watch your rising sign to see like in what areas the Saturn is going to affect you. But definitely moon sign is gonna be for the way that you will feel during this transit. Sun will be like how your brain is going to react to all of this. And then let's just start, okay? Let's begin. What is Saturn? Saturn is my planet. It's the planet of Capricorn. Capricorn, so the way that you can describe a planet and a sign that associated with it is going to be something similar. So if you know anyone who is like a true Capricorn in your life, just observe them and see how they act. So Capricorn's Saturn is all about structure. It's all about hard work. It's all about being on time, doing things that you promise to do. They don't like wasting time. It's all about being very disciplined, very organized, but definitely giving this kind of, you know, serious energy. Like when you see someone Capricorn, you're like, oh my god, they mean the real deal. Like you shouldn't mess around with them. So if they say we will become rich, they will put this as a goal and they will go for it with a 10-year plan ahead. Like, I don't know, a 1-year plan. They can do like 1-day plan, which they can base off of their 10-year plan. So this is all like some of the basic but the most like visible characteristics of a Capricorn, which is related to Saturn. And if you see a person who's like a true Capricorn, they will have very structured face. You can see their bones. You don't see mine because like my ascendant is not Capricorn. I wish. So they have really strong bone structure. You see it. It's very like precise. It's very like strict. Some of them are very kind of like, they look skinny because you can see their bones. So that's like Saturn. Saturn is all about like architecture. It's all about building blocks. It's what makes the thing stand strong when you build something. That is why for Capricorns, having plans, knowing what to do is very important. So if you think about this, you're like, aha, this is all about like Saturn. But also, Capricorns are very bossy, meaning it's not that they have this ego to walk around and be like, you do this, you do that, just because I want it. No. It's because they know who can do something good, who can do something bad, and they can assign people based off on their like skills and abilities to do something, because they can see potential in people, in businesses. They can see like, okay, this can go well, so I'll invest my time, my money into it. Saturn is the same thing, right? And then so it means that it's not only like a person controlling something, but it's also governments. Governments love to give like, the laws, you should follow this rule. And Capricorn love giving rules. So Saturn is all about law, rules, structure, organization, building, discipline, 10-year plan, knowing exactly what you want to do. Sometimes in some books, when you read about like characteristics of Capricorn, it's very harsh. I don't like it, but if you think about it, it a bit makes sense for the Saturn connected to government. So it's written that like Capricorns will achieve their dreams no matter what, so they can step on other people's heads and move and whatever. But that's how other people see it. How Capricorns see it is that they have a goal and they will go for it no matter what, but not like killing someone or doing something shady. No, it's like other people are jealous. So Saturn is also like that. If it's in everyone's lives, it's in everyone's chart. So wherever it is, it gives that kind of mentality of like being very sure of what you want. So for example, if there's some kind of project, some kind of goal, a Capricorn person or like Saturn type of person will prioritize what they want to achieve. So they will have this maybe like a timetable. Today I will meet my friends for 15 minutes, and then I will continue with my work. So it's all about like priority, again, planning and structure. Now let's move to Pisces, right? Pisces is ruled by two planets. It's ruled by Jupiter and by Neptune. Trust me, I say this all the time. Jupiter is my favorite planet, but when freaking Jupiter goes through some, emotional places of your chart, or when it goes through your body, it just gives extra. Extra meat, extra extra fat, extra emotions. So sometimes these two planets, Saturn and Jupiter, should work together. That's why we need Jupiter to expand stuff, and then we need Saturn to regulate and control and restrict stuff. So it's actually better if Saturn goes first and then Jupiter follows, but Jupiter moves faster than Saturn. So what do I mean by that? Right now, right now, Saturn is in Pisces, but Jupiter is in Aquarius, so it's ahead. So what it does, it's like gives people this freedom to do whatever they want and like not care about what's gonna happen later after this actions that you take. And then Saturn comes in after all of this abundance, and then you're like, what, this is not fair, like I had so much and now I don't have anything. So it's a bit kind of tricky, but it's good that Saturn is moving ahead before Pluto, because it's another video I will make. Pluto is about it's like gives what you deserve. So if you did a good job, you'll get good things. If you did a bad job in something, yeah. So the reason I'm saying Jupiter, Pisces is ruled by these two planets, Neptune and Jupiter. So if you think about, if you know someone with Pisces aspect, or someone who is very, very, very Piscean person, Pisces is because it's ruled by these two planets. I will try to categorize these two planets and connect them to Pisces. So the thing is, with Jupiter, as I said, it's expansion. It's about having this, wouldn't say optimism, but having hopes, or believing in something great, believing that your dream will come true. So you go for your dream without like, if you don't have many like earth signs in you, and you have too much Pisces and Jupiter energy, you'll be like, oh, I want to become a president, but you have no goal, like no plans and stuff, but you still believe that you can do it. And then we have Neptune. Neptune is like, in addition to Jupiter having like giving you this ability to dream big, Neptune gives you also like delusionality, like pink glasses. You're like, I can, that's probably me, like, oh, I can, in 2 years I can fly to Mars with Elon Musk. Yeah. Other people will say like, oh, this is all like, you're cuckoo, you're crazy. But that's what happens with Pisces. Pisces people, because of these two planets, they have this really big imagination. They can imagine the things that ordinary people won't even think about. It's gonna be very romantic, it's gonna be very big on emotions. So Pisces people are super, super sensitive. They can cry when they watch a sad movie. They can cry because they're happy. And their emotions and their physical body, which is, Pisces is the deep ocean. It's so you know, we have rivers, we have lakes, but Pisces is the whole water of our planet. Like, it's all the water. So you can see that Piscean people are very connected not only to the moon. Cancer people are like connected to moon because it's their planet, it's their ruler, so their emotions go like this. But with Pisces, they are connected not only to the moon, they're connected to everything fluid, plus these two planets, Jupiter and Neptune. So what it means is that their whole body is influenced by whatever is happening. That's why you can notice that Pisces, like if you just find someone who is Pisces, you will see how their body, their weight, their face fluctuates a lot. Like if you check their pictures, if you just ask them, how did you look 1 year ago? It might be very completely different, because it just, we're 70% water, okay? And Pisces people are more than that. So they're highly influenced. That's why it makes them the most empathic sign, the most, because it comes after Aquarius, which is a humanitarian sign. Pisces people feel everything. Pisces people know the way to deliver their emotions or whatever is in their heads to the public, because they are like directly connected to this like higher spirit, higher self. They're connected to cosmos, and they can channel any information, and they have this ability to, some of them, if they have other aspects of, let's say, earth, air, and fire, they have this ability to deliver whatever is in their imagination in more human way to explain to people. That's why with Pisces people you will find so many artists, musicians, people who paint, people who write, but they write very, very like deep stuff. And if you know Pisces people, they're hard to control. These people don't have discipline, because opposite of Pisces we have Virgo. Virgo is all about millisecond control. Millisecond control meaning like planning everything. So if Capricorn is like 10-year plan ahead, Virgo is like, okay, what can we do in this 10 minutes? In this Pomodoro, like 25 minutes. And Pisces is opposite of that. They don't have any limitations. They're ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. They don't have this sense of time. They don't have this thing where they are like, okay, I can only eat this much. If they want to eat, they will eat. If they want to do something, they will do. If they want to cry, they will cry. If they want to sleep, they will sleep. And it's always a lot. It's not like in the middle. They're always like either up, like to the max, or down. Many Pisces will understand me. I hope it makes sense. I talk a lot, but I just want to deliver this information. So now, imagine this poor Pisces energy, which hates to be controlled. It's not like they get offended by someone telling them what to do. They don't even hear it because they don't understand what is control, what is to do things on time, to pay bills on 7th of March, every 7th of something. They don't have this concept of time. It's hard for them to, fish, it just like goes around wherever it wants. It can just, yeah. So now imagine Saturn comes into Pisces, and you're like, if you're a Pisces, or just like imagine this scenario. Saturn is all about like, let's make this work. We have 10-year plan, but the goal should be realistic. We should accomplish it because it's easy to do this way. And it's very good energy of Saturn in Pisces, because, okay, the good side, right? It's good because, for example, if I'm a Pisces and I have really big dream, really big goal, Saturn comes in here and like, okay, do you think we can do this? Being Pisces, very optimistic, you're like, yes, I can become a billionaire in 2 years. Saturn is like, okay, if you're sure, here's a 2-year plan. This is what we're gonna do. So in that case, it's more like a support of your beliefs, but at the same time, you have to do some work to achieve stuff. So it can be a little bit tough for some people. Then Saturn comes in here and you're like, oh my God, this is too much. We should restrict, we should reduce stuff. We should have laws, rules for specific things. So if we think just globally what's going to happen for the planet, Saturn comes here. It's government, it's law, it's authority. It comes into water, this big ocean. So there are many interpretations of this forecast that Saturn in this 3 years, 2023, March 2023 until February 2026, there will be some kind of regulations related to waters, like ocean. Maybe there will be like, oh, this is my ocean, this is my border, like different governments. Oh, you cannot drive here, you cannot come here, this is my water. So there can be things, some kind of restrictions when it comes to waters, just in global perspective, if we think about it. Then there could be some things built on water, because Saturn is architecture and building structure. So maybe I know this project in Korea, because Korea is very small, the land, and I know that they wanted in 2016, they were already planning to build the land on water. So they are putting sand, putting stuff to make buildings, to have land for people to live on water. So there can be this kind of interpretations. But if we also think about other things that Pisces represent, which is art, music, movies, and spirituality and religion, because Jupiter is about religion, but Pisces is also about your beliefs. It's about your emotions. It's about what you believe is true. It's about like you meditating every day, or you praying. And Saturn comes here and it will start like either dictating you what you can believe, and there will be lots of regulations probably surrounding religion, music, movies, Netflix. You know what I've noticed? It's Saturn, you can like feel the influence a month before it actually moves into the sign. So what I've been noticing is that Pisces, okay, before Pisces we have Aquarius. Aquarius is intelligence, and Pisces is abundance, of information. That's why if you believe in spirituality, there is something called Akashic records. It's the Google of all the history of our earth and other dimensions and stuff. So it's collective knowledge, it's collective information. And what I have noticed recently is that, for example, last year I've been using some kind of app, Korean translation app. Now they are charging for the same things that was free last year. Not only that, so there is this mail tracker in Gmail where you send an email and then you can track if the person has read your email or not and how many times. Because you know, it's Pisces is also about secrets, so you're like a spy, you can spy on stuff. Saturn in that kind of field brings in again monetization, because Capricorn Saturn is about business. These people love, they're very ambitious, so it's not that they love money, they just want to have stability. So Saturn energy brings lots of entrepreneurs and lots of ways that you can monetize things. So all of these services that were free like few months ago, last year, everything is becoming monetized. You have to pay for subscription, you have to pay for so many little things. It's small money, but it's still, it was free before. So as you can see, there is going to be either you're gonna pay for it, I don't know, praying, going to church or going somewhere, or because Pisces is also 12th house is also about like retreats. Maybe only VIP people will have access to those kind of places, and basically we will be restricted on the things that was free before for the whole humanity. Now we will have to pay for that. Yeah, so maybe even water. Oh my god, this is gonna be the worst thing. This is the worst thing that I have been noticing. So I'm living in Italy on north, which is like right now I can see Alp mountains, and they claim that the water here is super fresh, super good. It's really good. I have been living here since September, and I have been drinking this water, taking shower with this water. And you know, Pisces is water, right? I told you. And actually Saturn is mountains. Saturn is ice, it's mountains. That's why the Capricorn sign is the mountain goat. So you can just connect the thing, right? So ice melting, and then that melted ice is water that they use here. And guess what? I've been using this water. I have had the worst inflammation, the worst bloating. My skin was in pain. I don't have them much now, but I have like few, and they're painful, not itchy, painful. So this is really showing that there will be all of things related to water will start come out. So for example, I can definitely say that this water is not good because I believe there is something shady in it. And 12th house, which is Pisces house, is all about secrets, and Saturn will come here and expose. It will let go. It will be like, okay, this is bad, this should go. So it's same thing with toxic relationships. So when Saturn was in Aquarius, many people saw the true sides of their friends, because Aquarius is friends. Same thing with Saturn coming to Pisces. It will start showing and exposing people behind the scenes, people in shade, people who are doing so I know oh my god, sorry, I talk a lot because I'm so excited, right? I don't make videos by plan because apparently I have too much Pisces energy, so I don't even I don't even follow my own 10-year plans, which are controlled by my Saturn, but by my Capricorn sun. I plan stuff, but then my Pisces kicks in and you're like, no, today we're gonna sleep, and today we're gonna talk a lot because we have so many things to share, so bear with me. So yesterday I heard that, I mean, you know, Bitcoin. If you don't know, please check it out. So nobody knows who created Bitcoin still. And there is a speculation, I mean, according to this aspect, is that people from like all of these people who were behind the scenes are going to be exposed. So maybe we will finally learn who is behind Bitcoin, who is behind some Illuminati, if you don't believe in conspiracy theories. Like this kind of things are coming out, and I'm not gonna talk about aliens. I don't know if you are from those countries where aliens are just like flying around, you just see them. It's also like it could be a distraction because there's something else is happening, or it's, there we go, like, because 12th house is also cosmos. I told you it's about like what is away, like it's not only our planet but it's the whole thing, so maybe it's kind of connected to that. Yeah, so there will be control of what you believe in. Maybe there will be like people, you know, TikTok tracks stuff, so maybe there will be also some kind of tracking of what you do. Also the good side could be that there will be new music style launched, like some kind of new music will come out because Pisces is music. Maybe there will be different ways to create music and it's going to be easy and more understandable for other people who are who don't have this Pisces energy. It will be easier for them to create music. Religion, I said, and emotions. And collectively, because Pisces is entering Saturn is entering Pisces. Pisces is responsible for people's emotions, so how you feel, your empathy for other people, and everything related to that. So in general, collectively, lots of people will have this restriction of like believing in stuff or having emotions for some things that you had before. For example, Saturn comes in here and be like, okay, if you want to achieve this, you should stop crying this much and focus more on that. So you will, it's more like you won't have time to even think about like sleeping, because 12th house is also sleep. It's dreams, seeing dreams and going to sleep. Saturn being there means for some people it's going to be very restricted. You will be like sleeping less, or you will have insomnia and etc. Okay, now let's talk about who will be influenced the most. It's obvious, right? Pisces. Capricorns and Aquariuses, these two signs are ruled by Saturn. So it's very, very, very important for you guys to always watch what's going on with Saturn, because it's our planet. Whatever it does, it basically dictates our theme of life. So even if I don't mention that it's not going to influence Capricorns or Aquariuses, no, just know this before I move to Pisces people. Saturn is your planet. It goes through phases, through aspects, through so many things, and it influences you guys first, the most. The most, okay? And especially elderly people who are Capricorns and Aquariuses they are already feeling this tension, because come on, Pisces is inside of you, it's you. So health wise, for some elderly people it's gonna be tough. I couldn't make these videos because I was having so much headache in this last week, and I couldn't just get up and do something because it's very, very heavy energy for Saturn and Aquarius people all the time. So make sure to always track Saturn. But the good thing is that water and one second, give me a second. Okay, so with water energy and earth energy, it's usually good. So I would say for Capricorns or Aquariuses, this Saturn location is not going to affect you like negatively or do too much for you, but it still dictates what your life. It's very strong. It's gonna be like, you know, if you put the hierarchy of planets and their effects on your life on forecast, let's say your monthly forecast or whatever, your yearly forecast, your planet is number one. That's what will dictate your whole forecast. And then we have north nodes, and then other planets, and then the moon for the daily. That's very important to know, okay? Right. Now, Pisces people. Well, Pisces people will feel this the most because, come on, Saturn coming into Pisces, like if you're a Pisces, watch the beginning of this video. It's gonna explain everything clearly and well for you. You will feel this transit the most. You will feel the shift. You will feel this transformation. At first it might feel like, oh my god, this is too much. This is like, I don't feel like it's moving anywhere. It's fine. I'm here to let you know that planets or whatever aspect is happening is never bad. It's always these blessings, or whatever you call them, they come here to teach us something. And Saturn is all about your experience, and the experience that you get, it's not lessons. It's more like you had lessons from other planets and other stuff. Here I am to see practically if you can do things, and I am here to help you to let go of the things that don't help you to achieve your goals, to achieve your dreams. Because come on, Saturn is all about achieving stuff, and Pisces is all about big dreams, having so many like ambition and inspiration to do stuff. So Saturn will come here and be like, hey Pisces, if you're that Pisces who wanted to create something, your own business, your own art, your own music, write a book, publish something, and you didn't do it, let's choose one and work on it. It's gonna be tough. You will have to, I think these are flowers for me. 1 second. Okay, so for the Pisces, it's super important. I don't know what I said before because I went to get my parcel. It's very important for you to understand that it's kind of very hard planet for Pisces to handle. Because again, I've already said that Pisces don't feel the time, and Saturn is actually the time ruler. So what most Pisces will feel is that you will feel like the time is not enough. You will start feeling like you are not in tune with time. You'll be like, I've been doing this my whole life and it took me 10 minutes. But now everyone says I'm late because I've been spending on whatever that thing for apparently 30 minutes. And you will start realizing how you're messed up. No. You will start realizing how the time is going fast, or the other way around. It's slow, but I would say it's kind of like because you are more slow, because when Pisces gets into something, they just fully dive in and forget about what's happening. And Pisces is oh my god, and Saturn is time, right? So you will have this like you will feel like you're not in sync with time. But here's like one common thing about Saturn or Capricorn people and Pisces is that when Pisces dives into like exploring something in their mind, in their imagination, with Capricorn energy, when they have a goal, like they want to achieve something, they fully dive in. So that's like really strong, very, very strong energy to use, especially for Pisces who were like, I don't know what I want to do in my life. I don't know what's happening. Saturn here is like, okay, I have options. I have some options for you. Here is the list of the things that you can do. So use that, and you will see how like some things will go, like Saturn will make sure that you open up your eyes and see the situations, the people that don't serve for your higher, for your good purpose. Like you will see like, okay, this person was shady or is shady, so bye-bye. Even if you don't want to do it, Saturn will make sure that they go. Or Saturn will make sure that you leave some kind of place which was toxic for you. Saturn will make sure that you don't drink that bad water, right? And I think I have a little bit of Pisces rising. I know I've been like changing my rising a lot because I don't know the time, and as you can see, there is a possibility that I'm a Pisces rising. So this makes so much sense because if you're Pisces rising, if you have Pisces moon, if you have Pisces Saturn, if you have Pisces sun, this transit, this next 3 years are going to be very eventful. For example, Saturn moved into Pisces on 7th, and since 7th, I had too many events happening in my, like, it's been, what day is it? 10th? It's 10th of March, and it's been only 3 days. And in this 3 days, I had too many things happening in my life that I can't like even predict what's gonna happen next, because it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's not going to be all like good. It's gonna be like two. So for example, if you have Pisces sun or Pisces moon, be very, 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 very careful. Just in general, be careful of, like, take care of your body. For example, with Pisces sun and Pisces ascendant, you have to really take care of your body. Take it in whatever way you want. Diet, food, exercising. If you exercise, make sure that you do the exercises correct, because Saturn is responsible for bones. So if you do a wrong move, if you do something wrong, you can damage your bones, your knees, your something. Be very careful with that. Be very cautious of your surroundings, because with Pisces energy, people can get, like, they associate from this physical world in random places. Like, you're just walking and you're walking on earth, but your mind is somewhere else. So for example, horrible example is that I was crossing the street, it was green light, right? Either it's me who have Pisces, or that driver had something in Pisces. I was minding my own business, walking around thinking about how to become rich, because that's Capricorn mind. I'm walking, crossing this very short street, and this freaking car with a high speed makes a turn, and it almost, like, I got almost kicked. So be very careful. Like, I cannot pinpoint. I cannot, like, just point out how it is important to be very careful your body. Okay, I know Pisces people have this division of my body and my soul. So be very careful of this body. This is very important for Pisces sun and for Pisces rising. Okay, Pisces moon. Dear guys, be strong. You can do it. Pisces moon, when Saturn in general goes over anyone's moon, it's very, 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 very dark time, because your moon is your inner self. It's like what is inside of you, how you feel. And sometimes for people who have moons in kind of cold-hearted signs like Aquarius, Capricorn, who don't have the strong connection with their, like, inner self or their emotions, when Saturn goes there, they're just like, what is going on? But with Pisces, because you're so in tune with your soul, you're so in tune with your higher self, Saturn will come there, and it's gonna be, things will feel very hard. You will feel like you're restricted. You want to do something, but it's not happening, and you feel like you're in this 3-year cycle, stuck somewhere, and something is happening to you. Some of you might have, like, depression, or you will think that you have depression. You will be in really, like, mentally dark state. I am so sorry. For Saturn, I cannot sugarcoat it. I cannot be like, oh, it's gonna be all butterflies and something. No, Saturn, I don't know, like, the Saturn and moon situation is a bit too tough. There is basically, I wouldn't say there are lessons from Saturn in crossing over your moon, which is gonna cross the Pisces moons. It basically brings this experience. It doesn't bring, like, oh, you should learn this. No. It comes like, you will have this experience that will shape you for the future. It will shape you in ways that you will know how to control your emotions. It's very important. For example, this Saturn went over my moon, which is in Aquarius, last year, and I never had panic attacks. I never had, like, really, really dark scenarios in my head. So the experience was tough, but the way that you come out of this experience is that you get more, you know, connected to your higher self, and you kind of learn that you can achieve whatever you want if you believe in it, because moon is also what you believe in it. And Saturn goes over your moon to kind of show you like, hey, there is some trauma you have to deal with inside of you. It's not a lesson. I said that many times. It's more like an experience from which you learn and you make your own conclusions. So, but it can also, depending on what your moon is responsible for in your chart, you should be very careful of female people in your life. You should pay more attention to them. You should take care of them more, because some of them can go through some health problems, or something in their life can be that they will need your support. But at the same time, it will be like, but I also need support. I need someone to take care of me. And maybe the lesson here could be, because Saturn is all about responsibility, and moon is about your female family, which is your mom, your sisters, your house. So Saturn going over your moon, any moon, like you can watch this part, because it will help you to predict what Saturn gonna do in your moon later if you have your moon in different signs. It's like, I think one of the interpretations would be, take responsibility over other female in your life, not only yourself, and learn how to not balance, but learn how to kind of spend your time not only for you. Don't be like, because moon is, again, it's all like, moon is connected to water, and I would say people with Pisces are more empathic. So the moon means like you can feel other people. So Saturn going over your moon, be like, okay, feel. You will literally feel how other person in your life, a female person, maternal person in your life, or sister, is going through something, and Saturn will make sure that you feel and see what is happening with them. And it will kind of, there will be different types of things that you can learn from it. You can have your own conclusions. There is nothing specific I can say like, oh, this is what you will learn. But from my experience is that, I mean, it went over my moon very recently. It was more like, get your shit together. If you have panic attacks, or if you have some kind of very dark thoughts, and you have very bad headaches, and there is something that's bothering you, but you don't know what is it, like physically you cannot say what it is, start meditating. So actually I started like really meditating and understanding my physical body, and the points, what are like some locations in my body that I can work on to get rid of this like panic attack, breathing problems, like mental problems and stuff. Unfortunately, for me, when my Saturn went over my moon, it's exactly 1 year ago, my older sister passed away, and she was Pisces. It was very tough, because with Pisces things, you're very empathic, so it's very hard for you to handle this kind of things. But again, there are many lessons you can learn from it, because yeah. I'm so sorry, but I think I have to share this. Please know that it's gonna be okay. It's just there are some things that you cannot control, but there are, during Pisces, Saturn going over your moon, even though there will be some really good moments happening in your life, maybe you will receive some kind of scholarship, some kind of financial support, because water is also money. You will be so kind of like, you will be so into your emotions that you won't have time or even think about celebrating good things. So instead of focusing on something negative, I want to like really put this message out there. Even though you're going through really bad time, just in general, anyone. If you're going through a really bad time, you can, yeah, allow yourself to cry, to sleep, but know that especially if there is someone in your life who you know is gonna pass away very soon, don't pity them. Don't like be like, oh, I'm like, it's so bad, and cry. You can cry by yourself, but don't show it to others, because Pisces is about like hiding, and kind of, it's not about controlling yourself, it's more about hiding, not sharing with other people what you're going through. Find time to be more positive around those other people who you really care of, because when sun goes over your moon, you will feel like nobody cares about you. You will feel like you have no support. You will feel like everything is dark. But I know it's going to be really hard to see something bright out there, but just try to see the dot, that light out there, and it is in the form of the family, like your female, the females in your life. That's where the light is gonna be. So if you want to, that's the thing, if you want to get out of this kind of state, you will have to make sure to find that light. And the light, the key is here, it's in your female side of your family, because moon is your house, it's your family. So you will find the support, even though it won't be like direct, but you will find it, or try to find it in these people, your mom, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts, everyone who is female. Try to find it, okay? Whew. And take care of your health. And here is a good thing with Pisces. The thing is, Jupiter went over Pisces, sun, moon, and ascendant last year. So if there are people who gain weight and are not sure why it's happening, maybe bloating and stuff, Jupiter is like, hey, I'm gonna give you extra. So Saturn coming here, cannot wait for it. Cannot wait for it to go over my first house so that I lose all of this extra. It's more like, you feel like there's too much air in you. Not water, but air, or for some of you it could be water. So some of you will start noticing how you're losing weight, or you are taking some actions towards losing weight, towards getting more structured, not only your physical body, like your body, but like your health will be more organized. Like you will take care of your health, you will restrict yourself in some kind of diet, you will stop eating something that you think is bad for you. For example, I was experimenting with this water thingy, right? And I was like, okay, this is really bad for me, really bad. So now I am buying water, and who knew that the water would be, who knew that you would have to pay for water? I come from Tajikistan, water is free. We have water coming from under the earth, and we're surrounded by mountains. So now I have to pay for water, to get fresh water, because I know that it influences my body, it destroys my health. And just try this experiment. Get something away from your life in terms of, like, let's say food, and you will see how it changes your health. I started drinking this, I don't know what water it is, naturale. I don't have this inflammation anymore. I feel like I'm losing weight. And of course I started doing exercise, but because it's Pisces energy, it's gonna be hard for me to be disciplined. But Saturn here will be like, no, you should be disciplined. For other Pisces, I think most of the Pisces, Pisces is the sign of dreams. So you will feel like, there are two ways I can interpret this. Either you will get super connected to your dreams, and every time when you wake up from your dream, you know exactly what happened. You will write it down and you will predict and forecast, because dreams are the portal for your future, I think, or the past. You can predict your life. You will see what can happen in your life through your dreams. I know many Pisces see dreams, and for some of you it could be like just, you go to sleep to watch some kind of TV show, dream show, but for some of you it could be a forecast. So maybe some of you will get really serious about your dreams. You will start writing down what is happening. For some of you there will be lack of dreams. So you will go to sleep and then you will wake up and you will be confused why you didn't have dreams. It's very weird because like Pisces see dreams almost every day. And then when Saturn goes over, it's usually 12th house. So if especially your Pisces is in your 12th house, you will notice this, that you're like not having dreams, and it's weird. Okay, I think I talked not enough, but I talked a lot about Pisces. And other people who will kind of be more influenced by this transit are Virgos. Virgos are opposite to Pisces. So for Virgos, it's gonna be in the field of relationships, one-on-one relationships. So there will be the feeling of this partnership, love or business, or marriage partnership. It's either gonna be like by some kind of law, by some kind of rules, or you will feel like they are manipulating their way into what's happening, right? What's going on? Okay, so there's going to be this kind of, you either will feel like other person is manipulating you, but the thing is they can't, because with Saturn brings out all the shady and secret stuff out. So you will see that. Other people who will kind of have some indirect influence from Saturn are going to be Gemini risings and Sagittarius risings. You can also check your moon and sun sign. So it's gonna be something outside of your life. It's gonna influence your life. Maybe some kind of corporate things related that will indirectly make you think about different ways to do things. So maybe something will happen, and because come on, like Gemini and Sagittarius, it's all about education, traveling, courses and learning skills and consultations and sales. Maybe there will be some kind of regulation, some things that you will be like, hey, is it going to influence me or not? Yes, it will. So take it as an advantage and do some kind of pivoted, change something in your life, because it's gonna bring good results later on. And who will also influence Saturn is going to be like Cancers and Scorpios. This one is very like a relief, more in a way that if you have been working towards something, or if you have had really hard time, or you felt like something is restricted, something is not moving forward, and you feel like you're stuck in some kind of situation in the past 3 years, now it's going to be more like a release time. Now you will see that all of this like patience that you have had is going to start paying off, and you will see good results in both of you. It's going to be like different things. I'm going to talk about it when I finally start talking about each sign. But it's also your next 3 years are going to be very, it could be fruitful with good results, but you will feel you will feel so proud that you have put your patience and so much work into accomplishing something. Or if you felt like, oh, about to give up, don't. Saturn is here to be like, okay, it has been tough, but it's here to help you with the Pluto. Pluto is coming after Saturn, so you will see how it will play out in my next video. It's very good to watch also March video, because in March video I talk about these two planets in short, and both of the planets at the same time, so it's easier to understand. Also, I think I wanted to mention in the beginning, but I didn't, because apparently I have a plan but I don't follow it. So my readings are not about whole sign system. I mean, they are for people who don't know their time of birth. So, but I don't do whole sign system because it makes no sense to me. In general, globally it does, but in terms of individual, it doesn't make sense. What do I mean by that? So if you want to have really like precise, up to the point and dates forecast for your whatever month, year, you will have to make sure to check your time of birth and to see your chart. For example, really basic example, I don't know where is this Leo energy is coming from for me to like talk about myself more. I'm just bringing it as an example, okay? For example, with me, if I am Pisces rising, hypothetical, if I am Pisces rising, I have like, how do I show this to you? Because I don't want to edit it. If I edit, everything will glitch. So basically, every 12th house in your chart has different size, okay? For example, my 12th house starts with a bit of Aquarius and then some part of Pisces, and then my first house starts with Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, for example. So when I talk about like, oh, Saturn moving to your 12th house in Pisces, you can take it as just it goes to your 12th house in Pisces. You can take it as Saturn goes to your 12th house. I mean, if you want to watch this like later and try to, okay, I think I'm just giving astrology lessons, but okay. I wanted to make this announcement. I forgot to make it. I am starting making the lessons. I want to have Astrology Academy where I explain and talk a lot, as you can see. So I will need your support. I'm thinking about launching it very soon, but I'm also thinking about launching it next year. So it really depends on my mood and what's happening with me. So basically, all I'm trying to say, for some of you, this Saturn transit might have already happened in whatever sign, whatever house I will mention. For some of you, it won't happen until Saturn goes into specific degree of that house. So what I'm trying to say, for example, for me, even though Saturn is in Pisces now, and if I say that Pisces is my 12th house, but I also have Aquarius there. So for me, Pisces has been in my 12th house since last year. So this prediction of this forecast that I will make about, let's say, people watching with Aries rising, or like people who have very different houses system, it will make sense in terms of like, oh, it has already happened to me. So interesting. And for some people it won't make sense. If I say, oh, from 7th of March you will have this transit happening in your second house, but maybe for you will happen later because Pisces is in your second house, but it is halfway there. So I hope it makes sense. Please make sure to check your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. It's going to be very important. And if you want to have me to check your chart and do a reading for you, please either email me or check the links below and book a reading with me. I will start with Aries. So dear Aries, actually everything that I've mentioned in the beginning of the video will make sense for you. So I'm talking about Aries rising, so I'm talking about Aries sun, Aries moon, depending on whatever it is you have, it will affect you differently. So if it's your Aries moon, whatever I have mentioned in the beginning of this video is going to talk about how emotionally you will be affected by Saturn going into Pisces. Saturn, yes, it's going to affect you more emotionally. For the sun, it will affect you like in general, your physical body, for example. And for the ascendant, it's going to affect the theme of your life, whatever field it is in. So for Aries rising, Saturn will be in your 12th house. It's already there for some of you. For some of you, it might go there soon. But let's say if we're doing whole sign system for this forecast. So Saturn goes into your 12th house, and everything that I've actually mentioned will make total sense for you. Saturn going into your 12th house means that you will either have less time to sleep because of something in your life. I would say it's because of work, because Saturn rules your 10th house. It rules your Capricorn house of business and work. Maybe there will be so much work, so much ambition to do something, because we know Aries is all about like fire and the spark. And also like Mars is now direct. So you will have this passion to do something. So you will have less time to sleep. That's one manifestation of Saturn in the 12th house. Another manifestation is that if you see dreams, usually, especially if you are an Aries that has lots of things in Pisces, or you have many things in your 12th house in Pisces, it means that you will feel kind of disconnected from your soul, but at the same time you will have this urge to learn more about yourself. So you will spend more time learning about, like, let's say meditation, about astrology, to truly learn who you are deep within. Also, it can mean that for some of you, if you travel somewhere, if you move to some kind of country, or if you decide to go somewhere, you will be there for next 3 years. So for example, if you are, like, let's say studying abroad and or living abroad, and you're like, oh, I have to go back to my country because I want to do something, I want to visit family, or you don't have exact plans for after that visit, it could be something like you go there and you're stuck for 3 years there and you cannot get out. So be mindful of the places that you choose to go. But at the same time, it could be like, because Jupiter is right now in Aries, so it gives lots of ambition to do many things, especially travel. It could mean that some of Aries risings will move to another country, right? They are, because 12th house is away from home, is very far away place. You will feel like you are abroad. No, not you. You will be abroad, but you will feel like you're stuck. You will feel like something is missing. You will feel like you're restricted to move, to travel, or to do something. For example, if I bring myself as an example, if you may let me. So when my Saturn moved to my 12th house, there are many things happen because my 12th house is huge. It has 2 signs in it. It has Aquarius and Pisces. Thanks God it doesn't have Aries, because it would have been too much mess, too much time. So for me, Saturn in the 12th house has been happening from 2021, right? So I went back to my country. I almost got stuck there, and I was like, hell no, I'm leaving, because Jupiter was in Aries, so it gives lots of ambition to get out of there. So I left. Now I am studying and living abroad, but at the same time I have this, like, what is going on? Like, what am I doing here? Why I don't want to be here? Or if, like, I am here but I don't want to be here. I am abroad. Like, for other people, like, oh, she's traveling, but I feel stuck. I feel like I cannot move somewhere. I feel I cannot do something, especially if I want to, let's say, get do an immigration process in some country. This process will take long, or something like that. So be very mindful about choosing the place where you want to move or travel somewhere. But the experience that you will get from here is that you should appreciate the place where you are at right now, because Saturn in the 12th house is all about, like, traveling, but in your mind, like traveling somewhere far. You have these big dreams, really big imagination. Saturn going there will be like, yeah, I know you have so many plans, so many dreams, so many, like, inspirations, so many creativity to do, but you should also be aware of what is happening for you right now. So you should get the best out of what you already have here, and try to, like, be grateful, because 12th house is also spirituality. It will help you to get more in tune with yourself through, let's say, meditation. So you'll start meditating and doing these gratitude journals to kind of ground yourself, come down to earth, because Saturn is earth sign. I mean, it's Capricorn sign, Capricorn's ruler, and Capricorn is earth sign. So, and Pisces is the other way around. It's like cosmos, it's far away, deep places. And Saturn will be like, no, let's concentrate on here. Let's see what you can gain from this place, what you can benefit from this place. Okay, if you're interested in having one-on-one consultation with me, or you have I don't know, if you want to do some different type of consultations, astrology related, book a reading with me down below. And I love coffee, so if you want to support me as a student, get me a coffee, please. Thank you. All right, let's move on to Taurus. So for Taurus, interesting. For Taurus, Saturn is going to be in your 11th house. Woo, that one I remember. So when Saturn goes into your 11th house, you will notice how you're literally having some kind of really big dreams with plans. You will start making this 10-year plan for your business idea, for your project, and you will try to find people, like-minded people, to work with you. So in a sense, you will feel like you're in this team. You have built the team, you are working with this team, and you are here to achieve something together with these people. Let me do a little bit of movement. And Saturn rules your 9th house, so it means that you're gonna, either your team or your business or this idea that you have, this goal that you have, is gonna be related to foreigners or abroad, and you will put lots of work into this, right? Here's the thing, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really, really, really hard. Trust me, I've done that. I've been there. It's gonna be, you will feel like this project that you have is not moving anywhere. But the thing is, if you keep on doing, keep on perfecting, keep on getting responsible, keep on like putting your effort and knowing, here's the thing, Pisces is the sign of manifestation. It's the sign that has hope, that believes that the things will come true. So if you have this mindset that it will come true, but I know that I have to put more work and be more patient, it will pay off. Okay? Another thing, another manifestation of Saturn in the 11th house can be that you will see some people, friends, for their true sides. They can like vomit something, the words, and then you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that such a snake is in my life. For example, some people that you thought who are your friends will just like accidentally say something, because come on, Pisces is all about secrets, or some secrets will come out. So for example, for me it was 11th house in Aquarius, when the sun was in Aquarius, so it came through speech, through their actions. But in Pisces, maybe you will get some kind of tip, some kind of secret will come out about these people who are actually not good people. You will hear it from someone, or you will see something. Basically, you will get the tip from some kind of external source, and you'll be like, okay, these people are not good in my life, so bye-bye. At the same time, you will feel like, this also happened, you will feel like because of some kind of circumstances, you will feel like you're not surrounded by people. Not only feel, you will be in a situation where you are no longer surrounded by coworkers, you are not around of many people, you're just like your team, and you're working towards something. So there will be lots of letting go of people around you who are kind of dragging you down. If you didn't know, they were probably dragging you down. So that's a good way to interpret that, and that happened for me. That's why I'm talking about this. Okay. I'm gonna move on. No, wait. So this, I mean, you know, right? We will have Jupiter going to Taurus actually in May. So this is really good for you, especially if you have some kind of goal and dream that you have that is related to foreigners and abroad. You will have so much support from Jupiter, because Jupiter will be in Taurus, and it's gonna give tremendous support for you to achieve the things. So at first it might feel hard, but I think after May you will start feeling more like, you know, more confident, and you will start receiving results, probably financial results. So that's pretty cool. And if you want to have like a private reading with me, the links are down below, or you can just email me to ask. Maybe there's a different consultation you want to do. If it's missing in my channel, But if you want to support me, this master student who's like doing this part-time, please buy me a coffee. I am obsessed with coffee. I literally have a skincare product that is called My Addiction, and it's 50% made of coffee. I don't know. Please buy me a coffee. Okay, I'm gonna move on to Gemini. Hello, dear Gemini. I hope you're checking your rising sign. I hope you're checking your sun and your moon. It's very important. So let's see, dear Geminis, where Saturn is gonna be for you next 2 years. Saturn is gonna be in your 10th house. It's good. Saturn loves to be in 10th house. And as I said a little bit before, that Geminis will have, you will feel it, will feel the influence on Saturn, but indirectly. And by indirectly, here it is. For you, it's going to be in career, work related. So there is going to be this kind of time where you will feel like you have to choose between one. You will either, it's going to be more like there will be no job for you, and then boom, there's this job. You find this specific career path or this job that is meant for you. That's the job where you are valued a lot. At first you will feel like, oh my god, I cannot find a job. I know I went through that, and what I've learned is that if you will do what you don't like just for the sake of getting a job and having money, you will suffer a lot. So for me, Saturn went to my 10th house during pandemic, and I had no scholarship, I had no money, I had no place to stay in. I was in Seoul, which is a very expensive place in South Korea. I didn't know what to do, so I was literally trying to find any way to survive. So I did a nanny job with 3 babies at once. It was the most miserable time of my life in terms of my energy, because Saturn is your physical body. It's like your bones and your body. So I felt so tired. Then I quit in 1 month. Then I found a way to survive, which was staying in one place and teaching English, and staying in that place for free and having food for free. So it was good too, like, like I had free food, I had free accommodation, but still inside I was like, this is not for me. Like, I'm literally dying. Like, I know I'm safe, I have like food to eat, place to sleep, but I had no, like, there was no career. This is not going anywhere. I don't have money to, like, extra money to do something. So I was just like trying to do anything to survive. But then I was like, no, this is what Saturn does. It will be like, no, you've done this, you've done that. It's you, it's not me, it's not Saturn like doing this to you, it's you. Saturn here is telling you, like, hey, get all of the skills that you have. And we know Geminis have too many skills. You have many skills, and you put so much time into developing each skill. Saturn's here like, hey Gemini, I know you have bazillion skills, like your knowledge is so much. Stop walking around and trying to figure out what to do. You already have this package. Try to make this small bags one big package and sell it. Sell yourself as someone who knows what they're doing. So the moment I stopped, because I was tired of all of this like mess in my life career wise, I stopped. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna look for what I want, which is skincare industry. So I started only focusing on this field. So with you, Saturn's gonna do the same. Be like, yeah, I know you can do many things, many things. Choose one. Find a way to either combine all of this knowledge in one and focus on that. And when I tell you, you will find what you're looking for, and the results are going to be big. You will. Trust me. I don't doubt quitting and being like hungry and doing kind of like not working for anyone and having this big break just to find what I deserve. It's worth it. It 100% worth it, because when I found a job, uh, and the thing is, Jupiter is gonna move to Gemini in 2025. So just know this, during that time there's going to be something really big in your life happening. But until then, you will have to make sure you're choosing something specific, something one. Because when I found that job and my career went like, I from an intern who had this salary of very, very low salary, an intern, it should be basic, kind of, it should be free. From an intern, within 1 month, I got full-time position. And in 3 months, I got promotion to having my own team and becoming manager of creative whatever something. So as you can see, it's more like nothing. You feel like you're going down, there's nothing, but Saturn's like, I don't want you to go down, I want to support you, I want to help you. But you're thinking everything is bad. No, please get your shit get yourself together, get all of your skills together and focus on it, and then you will see how you're like, boom, grow. Especially in 2025, something huge is gonna happen for you. Like, it's gonna be very big. And 10th house, one more thing, is also your status. So you will see, so in terms of status, as you can see, it was just like down, and then boom, right? A student, homeless, jobless, doing stuff for free, hungry, to becoming an intern full-time, and then manager, and then I quit because, because I wanted to. So you will see how like there's going to be this like pick, and it's all gonna, it can start earlier if you want, if you put energy. So like for me, it was like fully career because I'm not interested in relationship, was not interested in relationship. But for some of you, it could be like you're single, or you're not married, or something. Yeah, for some of you who are in this in miserable marriage partnership, you will get divorced, and it's gonna be like a like, what is it, breaks out of your shoulder. Like you will feel relief. I mean, but it will be like, at first it will be hard to decide on it, but then something will happen and you will have this divorce, and you'll be like, yes, yes. But it's only for those who are miserable in the relationship. But also some secrets can come out about your spouse. Maybe that will cause this kind of like, hey, either we're not doing this or we're solving it. For some of you who are single, it could be that like you will meet someone, and then there's going to be like the stages of like, you're dating, you're in a relationship, and then boom, you're getting married. That's a possibility, especially in 2025. Okay. If you want to support a like-minded person like me, a student, please buy me a coffee. I love coffee. If you want to have one-on-one consultation with me to know more about what's happening for you, you can either email me if there's something specific you want, or you can just book a reading with me, and I would be happy to work with you because I want to quit school and just focus on astrology. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to Cancers. Hello, dear Cancer. Let's talk about this. Let's see what's happening for you. I'm just like moving charts to see what's happening. Okay, so for Cancers, it's actually a good aspect, even though it is in your 9th house, because like if you listen to some people, they will say, oh, Saturn is all about restrictions and limitations. And when I say 9th house, it's like studying abroad, moving abroad, traveling abroad, studying something new, getting a degree. In that kind of logic, it would be like, oh, you won't have that. But Saturn doesn't want you to have something that is not good for you. Saturn wants you to perfect, take responsibility over this thing. For you, it's in your 9th house. Mind you, make sure you're checking your sun sign to see how you will kind of like, what kind of situations will be surrounding you. Check your moon sign to see how you will feel, and your ascendant for forecast, for seeing what field is affecting the Saturn is affecting in your life. So when I talk right now, try to adjust it accordingly. If it's your moon, try to kind of adjust it in a way that emotionally this is how you will feel. If it's your sun, then your body and the situations in your life will feel like that. And if I'm talking I'm talking about rising, right? So for rising, it's gonna be the like a theme. What kind of theme you will be in? You won't be, if it's not your moon, you won't be emotionally you won't be emotionally attached to this kind of things. You won't feel it too much, but you will see the situation happening and turning out for you. So for you, it's going to be in the 9th house, right? So 9th house is all about studying abroad, living abroad, traveling abroad, learning new things, getting new things in terms of like professionally, like degree and languages. Also, it's expanding your business to different countries and working with foreigners in your business, in whatever project you have. So if we're talking about ascendant, what it could mean for you is that Saturn going to your 9th house, at first, if you didn't learn your lessons, it will make sure that get your focus. It will be like, hey, this is something you have to focus on. Okay, it's not something to like mess around. I am Saturn, you have to take me very seriously. I am here trying to show you that I can see that you want to study abroad. I can see that you want to travel abroad. I can see that you want to have this like goals, because 9th house is also Jupiter. It's like about big dreams, big goals. Sorry. But I'm Saturn and I want to help you to achieve these, but I want you to make this your priority. I want you to focus on it fully dive into this field. Okay, I don't want you to if you want to like study, do or live or do something abroad, I don't want you to put let's say love as your main focus during this 2 years. I don't want you to put short distance traveling or doing consultations or something different in this 3 years. I want you to fully dive in. I want you to fully put all of your attention into applying to universities, graduating. I want you to get that degree. I want you to learn this language. I want you to work with this foreign company. I want you to have these partners from abroad. But all it takes for you is to put all of your attention into it. If you won't, then you won't get what this 9th house is bringing here. But the good thing about Saturn is that I feel like I just channeled Saturn talking. But the good thing about Saturn is that it's an experience. It's like, it's not here to like give you signs. Oh, you read something, you're like, oh, maybe this is what I should do. No. Saturn's like, just do it. I want you to be practical. Just do whatever you think is correct. And then I will guide you and be like, okay, if this is the right direction, then I will push you and make your basement stronger. If it's not something that is serving you for this purpose, I will make sure that you drop, go down, and start all over again and put all of your attention. I will make sure that your attention goes into this direction. I think for me, when Saturn was in the 9th house, I think I remember this clearly because it was probably around the period when I have kind of graduated from high school and I didn't know what I want. So it was first in my 8th house and then it went to my 9th house. So before it went to my 9th house, I was not sure what I wanted to do. I was just like ready to get out of my country, to financially get supported by some kind of government, because Saturn is governments. I was like, I don't care, as long as I get out of this country. I don't care what I will study. So I chose to study programming. I chose to study what was it, applied mathematics. And that was like when I wanted to get out of my country. So I had that, financial support from government. So that's also good, because Saturn is governments and Pisces is kind of money. So let me go to September. I'm checking my 2014. So yes, So before I officially chose what I wanted to study, it took me, look, 2014, I was just get me out of this country. 2014, 15, I suffered studying abroad because I was abroad. I had this scholarship, I had this big money, but I was just like, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I'm like, kind of, I'm studying, but it was miserable. Then I quit. So again, see, I'm not doing what I supposed to do. And Saturn is like, I'm trying to help you. So I got scholarship, and then even though I had scholarship, I was like, I'm not doing this. So drop. Now I am like not a student anymore. Then I got accepted to another university again 2 times, and I got again the scholarship because it was in Scorpio back then, and Scorpio is also money. And then I studied for 6 months. I was in misery, and then I quit again. And then when I was sure that I wanted to do something specific, that's when Saturn helped me. And that's when I went to Korea, and that's when I started studying. Basically, it will guide you. It will guide you to make sure that you get what you deserve and the thing that will make you feel happy. So here I am checking 2016, and it makes total sense that around when Saturn entered my 9th house, that's when I chose to study in Korea, and it was stable. Before that, I just had so much roller coaster with studying abroad or studying something. So it's like I hope it's a good reference to refer to. You can use it for your master's degree, you can use it for living abroad. It will also for traveling abroad, it can be same thing. You'll be like, I want to travel abroad, I want to live in some kind of place, and Saturn will be like, okay, let's go. And then you're like, I don't like it here, I don't like it here. So you feel miserable, you feel like meh, you feel like it's so bad. But those feelings are here to show you that maybe that's not for you, maybe this country is not for you, maybe you should shift, maybe you should like pivot, maybe you should try different country, maybe you should. So you have this 3 years to figure it out, and then when you officially figure it out, it's gonna be like, what is that word, like, it's gonna accelerate, and you will see how fast it will go and how great you will feel. Okay. And if you want to have one-on-one consultation with me, I would be happy to work with you. You can find the links down below to book a reading with me. Or if there's something specific you want, you can just email me and let me know, and we can work together. And if you want to support a fellow student right here, you know how coffee is important for students. Please buy me a coffee. Please buy me a coffee. I love coffee. And we're gonna move on to Leos. Hello, dear Leo. I hope you're doing well. And this is your Saturn 2023-2026, depending on what kind of chart you have. Let's dive in. So before you kind of watch this, please make sure that you're checking your rising sign to see, like, the rising sign is gonna give what are the fields in your life, or what kind of field will be like your main theme. If your moon is in Leo, this will show you how emotional you will feel. And then if it's your sun, you will feel how there are some kind of aspects in your life that are being influenced by this transit. So let's go. For dear Leos, Saturn has been in your 7th house in past 3 years, and now it moves to your 8th house of finance, of common source of income, like not income, financial source, common financial source. It's other people's values in your life, and loans and banks. So if you have noticed, in past 3 years, you were probably letting go of people who don't serve you, or you learned about what values you want in other people, like personality wise, what kind of people you truly want in your life. So now Saturn going into your 8th house, it's gonna bring this kind of realization of what you actually value in terms of things, in terms of materialistic things in life. But it's like big things, like especially money. How do you value money? It's gonna be there. So it can also mean the sources of income, the way that you make money is gonna be there. And it can also be health, but 8th house is Scorpio house, it's money in general. Pisces, I also associate Pisces with money. So that's really interesting, because it looks like life, Saturn, will move you towards getting some kind of investment, getting some kind of loan that will actually help you out. But here's the thing. Saturn knows exactly what you want. But the thing is, do you know what you want? So you will see yourself in this next 3 years like you're in some kind of roller coaster of searching for investment and fundings and for money. You will have this urge to have money, to become rich, to be like, I really want like to have abundance in my life, to not worry about spending money. Like I want to go to a restaurant and not care about what's in the bill. And Saturn knows that. Saturn knows subconsciously what you want, and it's like, hello, I'm here, I want to help you. I'm here to help you out. So in this next 3 years, Saturn will make sure to kind of take your attention towards the way that you can make money, the way that you can get investments, the way that you can get inheritance, the way that you can get things. So at first you will feel like you're complete broke, like you will feel like you're losing money. You will either feel, or it will actually happen, you will learn the value of money. As a Leo, you're probably like, you have this queen or king energy of like, you know, spending without thinking too much about money, or not having not having this like money relationship, meaning like you don't care about like spending, you don't care about how much I have in my pocket. In your head, you know that you're rich, you know that you have so much things happening for you, and you probably, some of you probably don't even know how much money exactly you have in your bank account. And Saturn is like, yeah, that's good, you're a queen, you're a king, that's really amazing, but I'm here to be like, to teach you the true value of money. And I know that you're a king or a queen and you want to become more rich. Here are some things you have to learn about how money works. So maybe some of you you will feel like you're getting into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, stocks, and you will see how you're like, all of your attention is going there. You're learning how to invest, how to make passive income, how to like, there will be like, you know, it's the period of like so many things, so many options that you have, and you're like, oh, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that, da, da, da. Saturn be like, okay, good that now that you know, that you have learned. So I'm dividing this 3 years into periods, right? The first period, you're like, you realize that you need money, that you have to become more rich. And then the next period will be like, okay, now it's time for me to learn about money. You're gonna learn stuff. And then the next stage is gonna be like, hold on a second, choose one, and we will perfect it. We will make sure that you are responsible for that money. We will make sure that you remember your passwords for, I don't know, your bank accounts. We will make sure that there's someone you share the account with so that you don't lose the password. We will make sure that, I mean, not we, me, Saturn will make sure that you're very responsible about your money. And even like, if you combine your sources with someone. So, and then it's gonna be like, after Saturn really changed your direction into choosing one, that's when you will feel like you're becoming like rich, your money situation is getting better. But before that, you might feel like you're losing money, maybe because of like learning so many new things about money. You will start investing in random places, doing Bitcoin, doing stocks, and then you will feel like it's all crashing, because we will have lunar eclipses. During lunar eclipses, the stock market is going to go down. So by then, if you want to do something like that, and then, or maybe you will be like, oh, there's an opportunity to apply for some kind of funding here, there's an opportunity to get good loan here, and you might feel like you're doing all of it, and then it's just not it. Someone be like, sit down, think. which one it is, and then it will help you to choose one and make sure that you're really well at it, and then you will just like, wee. Oh, this is so cool. I like that. I know that Leo spend a lot. We need money. Sorry. So I guess like because of let me see, Saturn rules your 6th house of day-to-day job work, and 8th house is also the house of intimacy. Some of you will feel that there is not a lot of intimacy in your relationship. It's because you will be super busy making money and working. It's just that Saturn, as I said in the beginning, will make sure that you deeply diving into something. You will just go full head and you go there. So next 3 years, if you feel like there's no connection or something, it's because you're busy. And it's because Saturn will make sure that you put your time here first, because you probably had more time for love before. Okay. If you're interested in having one-on-one consultation with me, the links are down below. If there's something specific you want me to work with you, you can email me. And if you want to support me to have my sleepless nights with some energy, please buy me a coffee. I will need some coffee to dig and find some bitcoins to become rich. Thank you so much. I will move on to Virgo. So thank you, dear Leos. I'll see you in my next video. All right, hello, dear Virgo. This is your Saturn in Pisces. Dear Virgos, this transit, it's gonna be in your 7th house. I'm just making sure that I see it. So what can we say? Saturn will move, or already moved, into your 7th house. And let me tell you, when Saturn moves into the 7th house, you feel stuff. You feel your partners more, or vice versa, you don't feel them. Okay, let's dive into it. So when Saturn moves into your 7th house, there is going to be, you will go through these experiences where you will know that, is this the right person in my life? Should I really put my time into this relationship? Should this partner really be in my life? If you are single, or if you don't have a business partner, during this period, Saturn will make sure that you figure out what values you appreciate in another person. It will help you to be like, okay, this is a list of qualities I want to see in my future partner, and here are the qualities that I don't want to see in other person. So you will have this very clear understanding of what you truly want. And the thing is, if you are single, maybe this next 3 years you will continue being single if you haven't learned your lessons of appreciating yourself, of learning what you truly want and care about other person, what other person should bring into your life. So if you haven't learned those before, Saturn will make sure that in this 3 years you truly know who you exactly need in your love life, or even in business, and even in clients, or even in contracts. So there will be these periods where you will feel like you're alone. You will feel like there's nobody for you. There are, what is that saying? There's a bunch of fish in ocean, right? And Pisces is ocean. There's a lot of people. There's so many people. Another manifestation could be that you will start dating so much that you will kind of get lost and you will feel lonely. You are dating someone, but then you're feeling like you're alone. And Saturn is here like, you didn't believe me? Here's an experience for you. I want you to practically see how it's gonna be if you didn't work on those things that I've just mentioned before. So until you learn what you truly want in another person, you will continue feeling lonely. For people who have client or businesses related to clients and contracts, you will feel like there's lack. There's not a lot of clients, there's not a lot of contracts. And Saturn here will probably show you like, yeah, I know you want to have more clients and more contracts, but what about those loyal customers that you have? Maybe there is something you have to put more attention into these contracts, into your business, and pivot that. Maybe there is some kind of marketing marketing there's something that you should focus on that will attract you more clients and contracts, but it should be something that you should put more of your time in, more effort to perfect that strategy. And then after you are perfected this thing, it will move. If you kind of like do everything, if you put all your energy into many different techniques and strategies, it won't work. If you want a good advice from Saturn, it's like this, the thing that I've just mentioned. But either way, Saturn will make sure that you experience different versions of these things that I've just mentioned to figure out the one. And it will make sure that you learn your lesson. So, also, it could be that there will be some secrets hidden in your partner business or in your love partner that you will figure out and you will learn, and you will have to discuss this with them or decide for yourself that do you want them in your life or not. For some of you, it can be like test. So there is an interpretation. For example, I know this case when Saturn was in Aquarius last 2-3 years. Leo people, those who are, let's say, married or in partnership, they have felt like there is a distance between them, the partners, right? Even though they were together. But in those cases, the partnership either crumbles or you learn how to work on it. For other people with Saturn in 7th house, let's say married people, they have experienced this physical separation. There was this physical separation that made sure that tested their what is that word? Oh my god. Commitment. Let's say commitment. Saturn made sure that it's testing the commitment of two partners. If they are in this physical distance, are they still valuing each other, to wait for each other, to be patient? So same thing can happen for, not can, will happen for Virgos in this next 3 years. Let's say you are working with your business partner, but there's this distance between you. Maybe your partner is in a different country and you're in this country, and you're trying to work on this business together, and you will feel like it's not going anywhere. Maybe I should let go. Maybe you should. Saturn will show you if you should let go of this partnership or continue working on it. If you continue working on it, it's going to be long-term good results later. And if you like this prediction, please make sure to subscribe. It's free. And if you want to have a private reading with me on specific topic, the links are down below, or you can email me for specific things. And if you want to support me, please buy me coffee. I need some coffee. And I think I need coffee break before I move to Libra. So thank you, dear Virgos. I'm gonna drink. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Hello, dear Libra. This is your Saturn in Pisces reading for next 3 years. Let's see where Saturn is gonna be for you in this next 3 years. Dear Libras, Saturn is going to be in your 6th house. Please make sure you're watching your moon, you're watching your sun and your rising sign. The moon sign is going to just show how emotional you will feel in the next 3 years, like what you will feel. For the sun, it will just show what kind of aspects will play out in your life. And for rising sign, it will show what will be your main theme of your life, like your next 3 years theme, that you can, like, you know, if you put a chapter of this next 3 years, this is going to be the title. So for you, Saturn is going to be in your 6th house, and it is probably already there, or it will move there. And oops, sorry, I've already mentioned this in March prediction, and my best friend is a Libra rising. It already happened for him. What I said is that 6th house is the house of coworkers, your employees, or someone that you hire. It's things related to discipline, to what you do daily, to what you put your time into it. It's like a routine. Saturn going there will make sure that you have less of it. For example, if you're a business owner or you hire someone, you will fire them because there will some kind of secrets will come out, because Pisces is about secrets. So something will come out, or you can intuitively feel like something is what is that word? I forgot. Something is wash, like, what is that word? Please let me know. I forgot. Something weird is happening and you're feeling it, and you will make sure that you either fire this employee or someone that you hired. Also, it could mean that during this next 3 years you will feel the reduction in your co-working space. You will feel like there's less people working around you, less people working with you, but those people who are working are very like good, very loyal, very strong at what they do. If you are the boss, you will start firing people who are not bringing any productive results into your business. And it's probably a good decision, probably, because if you feel like it, because Pisces is all about like, oh, I feel like something is wrong. Yes, you're right. Another manifestation of your next 3 years is gonna be about your health, your routine, and your body, and especially what you put into your body. It could be diet, it could be exercising, but it's mostly health. So you will see that you're like, hey, there is like, I really want to take care of my body, and then you will reduce some kind of food, you will reduce some things to make sure that your health is getting better. Maybe because Saturn is all about like organization, discipline, and very strategic, and sixth house is also kind of similar but more like with minute details. I feel like some Libras will really start taking care of their health, and they will implement this like vitamin C at 8 a.m, vitamin B12 at 9:30. They will have these alarms for specific things to take, for specific supplements. It will be like, okay, I'm gonna have 3 cups of coffee, one 11 a.m, one during like 1 p.m, and the last one before 4 p.m. Like, it's gonna be very, but you know, it's very good energy because Saturn feels comfortable in the 6th house, because it's already about discipline, and Saturn comes in here and be like, what else I can do here? It's already like disciplined place. So what I can do, I can bring this Libras back to their routine that they had before. I will help them to focus on something. And in terms of work, it can mean that if you have been working part-time on some different things, Saturn will make sure that you choose one. It will make sure that you choose one and you put your energy exactly for it. Exactly for it. So when I said you fire someone, it could even be that you're firing your employer because you no longer want to work for them, because you want to work on something of your own. So Saturn will be like, that's a good choice. We're gonna make sure that you put all of your attention into this thing that you have chosen. Same things can be for people who no longer want to continue working in some kind of field and they want to change something that you really wanted to do before. It's going to be very helpful. Maybe some of you will want to have a pet, or want to get, like, you won't be able to get because it's going to be, you won't have time for that. And Saturn for you is the ruler of your 4th house, right? Yeah, it's the ruler of your 4th house and 5th house. So it could mean that you're going to be really taking care of your health, but it's also the health of maybe your parents, because 4th house is parents, or some female people in your life. And if we think about it from 5th house perspective, it can mean that you will choose your own ideas, your own business, because 5th house is the house of joy, entertainment, and your business. Do you hear that? I'm sorry. Yeah. When they say Italians are noisy, it's true. So I guess there will be this choice you will need to make between what you love to do, because fifth house is what you really love, it's your heart, or working for someone and continue doing that. So this next 3 years, I guess there will be like drastic change where you will choose what you want, what your heart, I guess like Saturn will make sure that it chooses what is best for your heart, for you. So if you want to have a one-on-one reading with me and you want to talk about something specific, you can email me or book a reading with me. But if you want to support another fella, buy me a coffee. I love coffee. The links, please, the link is down below. I really love coffee. If you get me a coffee, that would be great. I will send more manifestation for your dreams to come true. Even if not, I will. I'm not so greedy. Please subscribe, it's free, by the way. And we will move on to Scorpios. Hello dear Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is your Saturn. I think I've already mentioned how Saturn in Pisces is going to influence you in the beginning of the video, because in the beginning I said there will be some signs who will be mostly influenced, so Scorpio was one of them. And for Scorpio, Saturn is gonna be in your 5th house. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be in your 5th house. Saturn is gonna be in your 5th house of what you want. It's kind of like you can go back to Libra probably a little bit, but okay, I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So Saturn will be in your 5th house of what your heart truly wants. It's about entertainment, it's about joy, it's about kids, it's about hobbies, it's about your business. Saturn going there will be like, hey, do you truly want this hobby? Because maybe you'll have so many hobbies, and Saturn will be like, no, please choose one. We will make sure that you put all of your time and effort into it, and we will make sure to monetize it. Because as I said, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. Capricorn loves to monetize everything. Saturn loves to make laws and regulations and rules. So you will feel like you are having this business relationship with your hobbies or with your kids. So either you will restrict your kids on doing some things, you will make sure that they are, let's say, going for sports and they're putting more energy into that, or school. But if you are a prospective business owner or want to have your own business, Saturn will make sure that you choose one hobby that you want, and you put, hobby meaning like what you like for your business, and it will make sure that you put all of your time into this thing that you really care about. And the thing is, Saturn rules your 3rd house of clients, consultations, sales, cars, negotiations, and kind of partnerships with different like, it's not one-on-one relationship, it's more like you have many clients, for example. So Saturn and being in your 5th house will make sure that you choose something that is related to sales, to contracts, to networking, to negotiation, and it will make sure that you really put in your effort and you are becoming more responsible and aware of this business that you're doing. Because I cannot stress this enough, Saturn here is not here to ruin your life. Saturn here is to be like, I really want to choose something that your heart truly desires, but I have rules, I have terms, and you should follow the rules, you should follow the terms. If you want to do something, if you want to attend a concert, if you want to open your own business, you will have to put your energy and effort into it. If you want to have a baby, before having a baby, you will need to make sure that you take care of this things first, because 5th house is all about is also about pregnancy. And for love, it will, because 5th house is also romance, so you will also notice that you are spending less time dating someone. If you have a partner, like, you will feel like there is less time to date. It's because or you will feel like, oh, there's lack of romance or like love coming from the other person. It's because Saturn is here like, you've had enough love when Jupiter was here. Now it's time to put this love into yourself. Now it's time to put this love into understanding what you truly love in life, in partners, and in general. What makes your heart spark? And I'm here to bring it out and put it right into your face and show you, hey, put your focus into this thing, and we will make sure that we have step-by-step plan to achieve it. It's perfect for, especially for business owners. It's really good. At first you will feel this lack of, I know, like Scorpio people, it's money sign. So Scorpio is about money, and Saturn is about business, having business, building business. And with Scorpio energy, I know Scorpios have many different ways of making money. And opposite sign is Taurus. They have only one source of income. Scorpio has like so many options that they can, possibilities that they can come up with to make money. But Saturn coming here will make sure that you choose what you truly love doing, what you truly love, and it will make sure that what you love will bring you money. So it's very perfect harmonizing collaboration between these three signs. Pisces is also about money. Also, there will be some secrets coming out from your kids and from your love partner, from a person that you're dating. So if you like this, please make sure to like and subscribe, and welcome to my channel. And if you want to have one-on-one consultation with me, the links are down below. Email me if there's something specific you want to work on, and please buy me coffee. You know, if you want to build your business, you need some kick of caffeine. Get me coffee, please. I would highly appreciate it. And we're moving on to Sagittarius. Hello, dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your Saturn through 2023 to 2026 forecast. Let's see how it's gonna be for you guys. So for Sagittarius, Saturn has already either moved into your fourth house or it will be moving into your fourth house. So what does Saturn do in the fourth house? As I said, Saturn is all about experiences. It's all about like choosing one, making sure that you're responsible. So in this next 3 years, you will feel like you are having the responsibility over your parents. You're having responsibility over the place that you will live in. So in next 3 years, you will feel also this either physical or emotional distance between you and your parents. It makes sense because I guess Saturn is ruling your second house of money. So because of work, because of making money, you will not have time to spend with your mom, with your dad, or even at home. You won't be at home. You won't be in the house. It's like you will be away doing some things, but you will be alone. Not alone, away from home. Or you will feel like you're not spending more time with your parents, or you will feel like you're not spending more time at home. But also at the same time, Saturn wants to make sure that you take the responsibility over some things, over your parents. It will make sure that you are having, at least inside of you, you are taking care of your parents and your house. It will make sure that in this next 3 years you think about what kind of place you want to live in, what kind of location you want to stay in, what do you want to do with your parents if they are in your if they are your responsibility. But it's also the time where some of Sagittarius will think about becoming parents. You will be spending your time thinking about what kind of mother do I want to be. So you will spend time like on reading books on how to become a parent, how to raise a kid. For some of you, you will be searching for different designs and decorations for your future house or for your next house. Some of you will spend time on figuring out what is the best way to communicate with elderly people, with your parents, or with female in your life. But whatever it is, Saturn will make sure that you choose one of it and put most of your time into that. But because the thing is, the fourth house itself is water house, and Pisces is the water sign, and Saturn going in there, it won't be so like, you won't be so much influenced by this Saturn transit. You will feel like it's meant to be, so you're kind of like in tune with it. So for example, some signs will have this drastic changes. For you, will be like, yeah, it's fine. Like I don't see something like big changes happening. It's just you will become more responsible over this family house situation, because you will be probably either away from home so much, you will have this homesick energy, you will be missing family, or something will happen where you are away from your house and you will have this sickness. For some of you who are in real estate or want to buy your own house, I guess this next 3 years Saturn will make sure that you choose something one, because you might get interested in different types of designs and different types of locations. You'll be like, oh, maybe I want to live here, maybe I want to live there. Saturn will make sure that, like, no, choose one, and we're gonna make sure that you get exactly that one. So get in tune with Saturn if you want it to help you. Okay, and if you want to support me, please buy me a coffee. I love coffee. And if you want to have one-on-one reading with me, the links are down below, and I hope we can work together. And now I'm gonna move on to Capricorn. Hello, dear Capricorn. Welcome to my channel, to the channel of this another Capricorn. And as I said, Capricorns are influenced and will be influenced forever forever by Saturn. Yes, Capricorns will always feel the shift and the change of Saturn, always. So where is this Saturn happening for us in next 3 years? Saturn is moving, or has already for some of you moved to your 3rd house. Whoa. I'm checking the transit for today and finding this Capricorn rising. Please make sure that you're watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. But whatever it is, it's gonna be important part. I've already explained so much. I will, the links are down, the timestamps are down below. Please make sure to watch that. In the beginning of the video, I explained so much about Saturn, so much about Capricorn. I feel like this was more like a Capricorn video. I'm joking. No, let's see. So for Saturn, for Capricorn positions, Saturn is gonna be in the 3rd house. So 3rd house is all about people close to you. It's not close to you, like around you, near you. Neighbors, classmates, siblings, and relatives. That's one. The next thing is about short distance traveling. It's about cars, it's about transportation, it's about technology, it's about phones, it's about everything technology. And it is about sales, networking, and negotiating. It's a lot of things. It's so many things. And it's also learning new things, new skill sets, and doing short courses. Saturn comes in here and be like, no, hell no. This is way too much. This is way too much. Or it will be like, okay, because I mean, 3rd house is so many things, like different things, right? As I said, people close to you, it's about technology, it's about short distance traveling, it's about negotiation, and it's also about publishing and writing stuff. So Saturn will come here and be like, okay, you are already Capricorn, you know what's the deal, you know we perfect stuff, we take something, we monetize it, we make it perfect, and then we release it to the public if it's needed, right? So it comes here and be like, okay, you want a car? You want a car? I do. I want a Porsche, I want Tesla, I want so many different cars. So I'm gonna be like, okay, just choose one. Make sure you choose one, and then we will make a strategy to get it, right? For some of you, it will be more like, oh, you have so many cars, but because you need to choose one, let's make sure that you don't travel as much and you keep your cars safe, for example. For another of you, will be like, oh, you want to have a phone, you want to have an iPad, you want to have a tablet, you want to have a laptop, you want to have a iWatch, you want to have like all these gadgets. Why? Use one. Or you have them and then you will just spend just most of your time in one of it. With siblings or relatives, it will be like, we don't have time for that. There is no time for that. You will feel like you're having less time with your relatives, with your siblings. You're spending less time communicating with them because, I mean, Saturn is your first house. It's your Capricorn's ruler. So Capricorn is all about business. It's all about money. It's all about building something, and it's your first house, so it's directly related to you. So the Saturn in the third house will make sure that whatever you will do will bring direct benefit to you. So that's why you will feel like there is a distance between you and your relatives and your siblings. You will feel like you're spending less time with classmates, less time with friends. You will feel like you're spending less time talking, less time on social media, because Saturn will make sure that there is something that you're doing in this next 3 years that will bring benefit for you. Good thing will be like, okay, if you have your own something, like your own business, it will make sure that you find the right people to network with. You will find the right way to negotiate things. It will make sure that you have the right contracts. It will make sure that you have the right sales. So it will be less like quality or quality over quantity kind of way. And also it can be like either you will travel somewhere and you will be like traveling in that place, that one city a lot, or it will be the other way around, you're traveling less. But I assume that because we don't have pandemic, thanks God, so there is no lockdown, you will be moving a lot, but for very specific purpose. Maybe you will have sales or networking, like the places that you will attend and go to will be for a specific reason, so you won't spend your time on like going grocery, going, like you will, but you will spend less time on that because all of your energy will be towards working with someone, towards achieving some kind of goal, some kind of sales. When I said about like technology, I know some Capricorns will spend more time on writing. I want to write some books. I want to publish astrology books. I want to publish skincare, like cosmetics books. So I know with the technology, I will have to focus on one, which is the laptop. Or if I want to do social media, like make YouTube videos, these gadgets are going to be my saviors for the next 3 years. So it means that I will have to really take care of them. I will have to make sure that I take care of them like babies. If something happens to these gadgets that we have in this next 3 years, it's gonna be bad because all the passwords are there, all the information is there. So make sure that you are having really good protective system over your technology and your gadgets, because Pisces is about some kind of manipulations. It's about forgetting things. It's about secrets coming out. So make sure that you have everything under control in terms of passwords. Don't share it with anyone. Write it down somewhere, but make sure that you don't lose it, because there is a possibility of some kind of things that I've just mentioned, like manipulations. And if you're interested in having one-on-one consultation with me, the links are down below. And if you want to support this fella Capricorn right here who needs some coffee to work on writing books for astrology, making videos for this YouTube channel, please buy me coffee. I know you like coffee. Please buy me coffee and we can drink together virtually. Thank you very much, and I'm gonna move on to Aquarius. Hello. Hello, dear Aquariuses. This is your Saturn 2023 till 2026 forecast, and you know, in the beginning I talked a lot about Saturn, and Saturn is co-rules Aquarius, and I said Saturn, Aquarius people are influenced by Saturn, so they're like, every time Saturn does something, you will definitely feel it. So make sure you watch the beginning part of this video. Look, I was thinking it's gonna be 58 minutes. It's 2 hours. So imagine if I have my astrology course, it's gonna be like days, just one day just for Saturn, for example. So Saturn will be in Pisces in your second house. Maybe it is already there, or it will get in there. Whatever it is in this next 3 years, it will eventually be in your second house. Sorry. It's Italy. Yeah. So Saturn will be in your second house of the things that you value. It's about food. It's about money, the source of income. And Saturn comes here and be like, hey, I know you love a bunch of interesting food, but no, we are going to restrict everything. We will make sure that you choose something that is beneficial for you. I'm so sorry for this noise. I'm so sorry. I cannot control this. So Saturn rules your first house and it rules your 12th house, so there is going to be lots of understanding of your true self, of your soul's value. And then second house is your materialistic things that you value, the things that keep your physical body alive, which is food, which is a source of energy, which is money, right? Saturn will come here, or is already there, and you probably already feel it. It'll be like, you're working too much on different projects, or you're spending so much time on different things. Now we're gonna focus and make sure that you put all of your energy in this one source of income. So if you have had many different sources of income, Saturn will be like, no. You will put all of your energy into this one thing that will bring you big source of income. It will make sure that you put your energy into getting financial benefit from one thing. It will make sure that you are responsible, you feel responsible for it. It will make sure that you put structure, discipline, and organization into getting money. Because at first, the way that you will get there is because first, of course, you won't listen to Saturn and be like, nah, I'm gonna do many things. I'm gonna, like, I don't know, spend my time on other things. And then you will feel like you don't have abundance. You will feel like there's lack of financial support. You will feel like you don't have money. Maybe you have money, but inside you have this trigger warning, like, oh my god, this is not enough, I have to make more money. And so I would be like, I told you, you should have put more energy in one thing, but no, you were like, me. And then after you hit that rock bottom of like emotional turbulence of not having enough, Saturn will be like, okay, I know how to do it, you know how to do it, let me show you how to do it. So you will make sure that you spend all of your time, probably all of your time, into this one thing, and you will see how this thing will make you a lot of money. That's very, very, very crucial to understand. At the same time, Saturn will be like, okay, let's look at your closet, let's look at your house. What are some things that you don't need? Really, you don't need that couch, let's throw it out. Most of you will notice that you're getting rid of some things from your closet, from your house, even from your emotions. You're like, I'm no longer caring about Karen. I'm no longer putting my energy into this. I know my value, I know my worth. There will be also lots of like, what do you really value in this life, in this physical world? What do you really value? You will have this understanding of what you want and what you need to let go of. Same thing with food. There will be like this moment in this 3 years, or maybe already now it's happening. You'll be like, I don't think I want to eat hamburgers anymore. I don't think I want to eat cheese anymore. I don't think it's good for my body. But the thing is, there will be logical explanation. It won't just happen like, oh, I just don't want to do it because I don't want to do. No, no, no. There will be like logical explanation to the reasons why you don't want to have something in your house, something around you. You don't want to eat something. There will be logical explanation that will make your analytical mind agree with this. It's very good because Aquarius energy is all about logic. It's intellect, and Saturn is same thing. It's like, hey, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G reasons why this can happen, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's true, that makes sense, let's not do it anymore. So that will be very great. And please make sure you're subscribed to this channel because I talk about Saturn a lot, because I'm a Capricorn and I have Aquarius moon, so this affects me a lot, so I talk about this a lot. So subscribe, it's free to know more about it. And if you want to have one-on-one consultation with me to learn more about what is specifically happening for you, the links are down below. And if there's something specific you want me to work with you on, just email me. And if you want to support your fellow Aquarius, please buy me a coffee. I love coffee. I need this coffee to make money. I need this coffee to make these videos for you guys. And I will make next video about Pluto going to Aquarius. Oh my god, next 20 years gonna be boom for Aquarius. Please make sure you're here. Please make sure you subscribe. Have an amazing next 3 years, next 20 years. I'll see you later, and I hope you really like this video. Ciao.